One Truck America brings you American Big Rig Racing.
We're at Richmond Speedway today, Richmond Raceway in Richmond, Kentucky. It's a dirt track. This is our last dirt track of the season. The track is a little bit narrow for us. We've got 3 guys that have never been on dirt before tonight racing. They're the last 3 in our series that hasn't raced on dirt. So they're a little apprehensive about it, but I think it's going to be a good race for everyone.
It's a small track, I won't lie. I'm a little bit nervous about this track at the moment, not getting out there and at least practice and take a look and see what it's got. But visual on it, whew, there's going to be some good racing here tonight. It's going to be tough, I think, for everybody to pass, and but that just means the action's going to be that much higher tonight.
I have no idea what to expect. I mean, normally on asphalt, we can drift her around the corners pretty good. We didn't do anything with the rear tires, which I wish I would have, but I guess we're going to see if the rear tires can cut into the dirt and turn me around this track, and I shouldn't have any issues worrying about my right front steer tire, because at the end of the last race, I don't know if I would have made her one more lap with that tire that was on there. So
the last 2 asphalt races we had, truck was really loose on the rear end, was not doing good, wasn't performing good, I struggled. We did find out that the front leaf spring is really weak. So what we done is we put an airbag on the front. Hopefully that's going to jack it up and hold the truck level now, and then we can do our adjustments in the rear. Try to help us steer and turn around and get out front and go fast.
Yeah, the last race there, we knocked the front axle out from under the truck, busted the bell housing in the motor, so we put in 2 hard weeks of putting the front axle back on the truck, taking the motor out, fixing the motor, transmission, getting it all back together. I hope we've got everything right. Hope it does well tonight.
This is the first time on dirt, so we're gonna have to really see what this thing will do. So also the first time with all my new equipment, so hopefully I could hear my spotter today anyways, like the last couple of races. I expect that, I don't know what to expect. We gotta get out there and try it because we never raced on dirt before, so we're gonna see. I should say that. They've raced on dirt. Austin and I have never raced on dirt, so we're gonna see what it does and how good it works.
I'm used to drifting and stuff like that, so we ought to fit in pretty good with these things. I don't know, we'll just have to see. I mean, this truck's got a lot of power and it ought to drift pretty good, so I think I'll do all right. We'll just have to see.
I got a real famous spotter on Nicholas Black, driver number 46. He's going to help us out here tonight. The track's a little greasy, yet the last one I was on, it was about like racing on asphalt. So this will be another new experience. If it stays greasy like it is and doesn't dry up much, I'm going to have to rely on the 46 there to help me out.
Last dirt race of the season, we couldn't be on a worse track than what we are. The lanes the turns is pretty much singled, and you got like a passing lane down the front and back stretch to get around each other. So getting spots in this last race is going to be tough. It's going to be a nightmare. We've got 3 new drivers here on dirt that's never been on dirt. So tonight's going to be a tough competition.
Mike Morgan says it's tight, which means he's either going to be bopping around hitting everybody, so we'll see what happens, and then just try to play it safe. Like I said, we got one more race too. I don't want the trucks getting too messed up, so we'll do our best. I got a bumper back on the truck now, so I can kind of get in closer to people and stuff. Didn't have a bumper on the past 2 races, so it's hard to get in and mix it up with anybody because I don't want to get the radiator knocked out of it or anything like that. So just having fun like always and do what we can.
Seems to really not, matter much between asphalt or dirt, so we're just going to leave it alone. Turn the wick up on it, sand it, see what happens.
It's like all around tracks, man. We can hurry up, go straight, and turn left again.
My strategy for tonight, with the track being narrow and crowded, is just bite my time, look for open spots that I can safely slide by. I might edge it out a few times, but hey, that's racing.
It's so hard to pass in the dirt unless you've got a really good advantage. So we'll have to see where that'll probably come into play or whatever. So I imagine qualifying will be very important.
Just kind of gauge everybody, how everybody's going to do or whatever, and then during the main, we'll try to make our move up to the front. And, just try to stay out of trouble where we can load our truck up at the end of the night.
Hopefully the truck does great on this with these adjustments. Hopefully it'll do good, turning right around the corners, and if we got to get a little loose, and we can pull through it.
It looks a little rough out there. I'm hoping I can just qualify well and stay out in front. I mean, that's my strategy about all the time, just try to qualify well and get in front and stay there.
Qualifying's going to be where it's at. Turn one's super tight, and they're good. They're tight turns. There's not a lot of width in the track when you come into the curves. If you get out there in the front, and as long as you can run good, it's going to be hard for the rest of them to get up there.
Qualifying is super important, so hopefully we can get this thing to grip into the dirt and hopefully stay up in front. I think that really helped my last race as well, being in third for qualifying.
Try to avoid everybody and get in front. I think that's a good one, maybe.
You won't be going 3 wide on this track, but the 2 wide, you just have to get in a lane that's going to be a passing. Either that's going to be the upper lane or the bottom lane. I think probably the bottom lane on this one.
I'd like it to see be like a full-blown dirt track and get the truck squirrely and sideways. I think that's where it needs to be today, and hopefully that's what I got.
It's hard to predict a race like this. We have a lot of good trucks out here. I think the 20 truck's going to be fast. I think the 00 is going to be fast. The 01, super fast on dirt, right out of the box. One of the few drivers that actually came out fast on dirt first time he was on it.
As the sun withdraws from the Kentucky bluegrass, the drivers prepare for this year's last mud fight. In pole position, Scott Treadway. On his right side, Jamison Gibson. Behind them, Morgan and Cash. Then Hoppy and Kiekelhahn, Mitchell, Davis, Arnold, and Bowles. After 3 short warm-up rounds, it is finally time to race. From the get-go, Gibson and Treadway duel in front. But a slight slip from Treadway gives Gibson the chance to get ahead. Now Hoppy tries to attack Treadway, but slips as well. Going into round 2, Gibson leads in front of Treadway and Hoppy. Meanwhile, Cash is able to overtake Morgan, who now has to keep Kiekelhahn at bay. But a very hardened soil allows no room for mistakes. The yellow flag erases any advantage. At restart, Gibson is able to speed away, and Hoppy sneaks past Treadway. Morgan is getting attacked by Kiekelhahn and Mitchell. as Hoppy goes for the lead. But further back, Cash slips once more. Take 3. Right away, Gibson and Treadway go head-to-head. And after some back and forth, Treadway is able to come out on top. Behind them, Hoppy leads Morgan and Keekelhan. Gibson is turning on the heat, but with each round, the bumpy ride on hardened soil pushes the machines to the limit. Treadway's parts destroyed Hoppy's front. Both are out. "14 rounds to go. Now Gibson starts next to Morgan, who has the infield advantage. The soil on the infield turns out to be worse, giving Gibson a chance to take the lead. Going into round 15, Gibson leads in front of Morgan, Keekelhan, Arnold, and Cash. Behind them are Mitchell, Davis, and Bowles. With each round, Gibson is able to further his lead, but Morgan is not done yet. Until the bumpy ground takes another victim. The Mack Vader. Another restart with only 3 laps to go. This time, Gibson starts next to Keekelhan with Gibson on the infield. And right from the start, Keekelhan takes the lead, with Cash and Arnold following Gibson. With everyone's truck being weary at this point, endurance is the name of the game. Going into the last round, Gibson is closing the gap. 3/10 of a mile for one last Hail Mary. But Mary was on Keekelhand's side tonight.
Feels good. It was a tough one, man. It was really rough out there, and we just kind of stayed out of trouble early on and then was able to finish it off strong, I guess. Those are the breaks you get sometimes, hanging back and, you know, playing it safe and stuff. So all these guys did a great job, man. It's such a rough track here today, but it dried up, and everybody had a lot of fun. So I want to thank Leah, my son, and Lucas, Cams, and everybody that watched me.